What is up, guys? I'm Mike.
And I'm Luke.
And today we're back with the brand new banned and restricted card list for the One Piece card game.
Well, okay, let's start with our expectations. Was it everything you were expecting, Mike, or?
No. here's my, I'm going to get to my thesis, my ending closing statement at the beginning as more of a thesis statement. The decisions made here that we're about to get into, I can't tell whether Bandai is really forward thinking about how they want to preserve the card and power balance in their game, or if this is once again them unwilling to admit that they keep messing up their own card design and not having proper R&D testing beforehand.
Yeah, it's very, very interesting because we'll get into it, right? But like we have called for certain solutions to certain cards like this before in the past, right? We're like, hey, why don't you just not allow this one card to be played in this one deck, right? And I mean, let's talk about Red Purple Law. Well, why don't you just not have Black Maria play in that deck, right? Or let's talk about like Black Yellow Luffy. Why don't you just have Gecko Moria not be played in that deck? Or Gecko Moria not be played in Lucci, etc.
Or just Gecko Moria already says it's like restricted, you know?
Yeah, something like that, right? We've called like players all across the internet have called for certain restrictions and bans like this, and we're like, we would be okay with this, right? And then to go around and just shoot a leader in the face when they know that they've printed something completely bad in the next set is crazy, right? And I think I also have my own thesis about Bandai's philosophy, like banning philosophies, and I think I was actually proven right with this ban list, but I think we could get into that, right? So
yeah, so I guess we should start with going over what this ban list is. So this is not just a ban and unban. This is a whole new regulation to how we are approaching ban list. So as you see here, we have this new thing called banned and restricted cards, banned pair cards. So Bandai is introducing a new thing where it's not just hitting my mic, not just getting rid of a card from the game. It is actually just saying you are not allowed to deck build with these combination of cards. The one they're giving us an example of, which is the one for this set, or this ban list, is that we have OP11's Monkey D. Luffy, Blue Purple Luffy, saying it cannot be paired as card A with card B, which it makes what makes it an illegal pair. There are card A cards, card B cards, and then between card A and card B, you cannot have them both in the same deck. So card A in this sense is Monkey D. Luffy. Card B in this sense is two cards. It is either Charlotte Katakuri from OP11 or Charlotte Linlin from OP08. Personally, I want to start with just in terms of what we're identifying as problem cards here. Gum Gum Giant, not hit, not surprise. PRB full art reprint.
Yep.
Big Mom, this is exactly what I've been talking about, is actually the problem child, because with Blue Purple Luffy's effect, you no longer just draw the two best cards in your top 5, which is already insane. You kind of draw the best 3 cards because you then set up the life card while doing removal. It was really dumb. So with us taking this line, this makes a lot of sense. Yeah. The Katakuri a little more surprising to me.
Yeah, Katakuri I do feel is a little I do think that it is equally oppressive in this deck because it can just attack and restand itself, right? That is the thing that feels ridiculous about this deck, because you no longer have to swing a 6, you have to swing an 8, right?
Yeah.
So I a little bit agree with the Katakuri bans, and I'm actually pretty happy that Bandai is just like, hey, let's do pair bans, because otherwise if we ban these 2 cards outright, we completely invalidate a deck like we did with Gecko Moria and Perona, right? When we banned Gecko Moria.
Yeah.
So it's cool that they're doing this, but also that they didn't do this early, and that their band-aid fix in the past is just like, let's remake this card so we don't have to worry about that, right? So
I still maintain the Blue Purple Luffy getting to draw your 2 best cards in your top 5 is an insane leader that will probably still have to be dealt with in the future.
Yeah.
Because if not, I just see this restricted. This is what I'm talking about, right? This is either genius, forward-thinking restrictions, or it's like, oh, we just printed this leader, we really don't want to ban it, so let's do this instead.
Yeah.
Because like again, this leader is so good. Like it does not matter that you did this. This leader will obviously won't be as oppressive now, but it's still going to be obscenely good and obscenely good into every blue purple card you print into the future.
See, I can't actually tell what they're thinking because they announce pair banning and then they don't pair ban the thing that makes Nami broken. But I think I see the philosophy in that. Like, okay, well, I get let's talk about Nami, right?
Yeah. So we do have a regular ban card in this set, which is OPO3's Nami leader. It has been removed. Oh, getting a little ahead of ourselves there. It has been removed from the card pool. It's not on this page, but there is a replacement promo Nami being printed, just like when Sakazuki was banned, when Red Purple Law was banned, and it's gonna have the same win context and the same leader ability. Dawn 1/1 attacking deals damage. It's gonna just be changed to say you can only play East blue cards in it, so very similar to how like the new Red Rayleigh is like only 4 cost or less in your deck.
Yep.
It's gonna be East blue only.
Yeah, by the rules of the game, you can only play. Yeah.
By the rules of the game, you may not play broken Nami leader.
Yeah. And this feels like they know that Nami is a thing that they have to design around, right? And Nami is what? Block 2? Block 1?
Block 1.
Block 1. So it doesn't make a whole lot of sense why they had to ban the leader, especially considering it might rotate out anyway.
Yeah. Here's the one light, I think, for that. What it tells me is that they are seriously going to be looking at expanded as a, or whatever the Eternal format is, as a real competitive format. Because if they didn't care, they just wouldn't do it, you know?
Yeah.
And they would just be like, we print this card, you have a set and a half with it, and then, you know, it's it or whatever. They would have just did that. The fact that they are addressing it now, I think tells me that they are hopefully going to be making that Eternal format a valid format.
That is actually that is rather hope core. That's hope baiting of us, right? Or was it joy baiting of us? So I think that's a really positive way to put that. That they are thinking forward about the Eternal format, and A/B pair bans might actually hit the Eternal format that way, which is pretty cool, and it makes a lot of sense why they would leave some cards banned and some cards unbanned, I think.
Yeah, speaking of which, we have our first ever unbans. Now, obviously, I'm not counting the 04.5 format, like got banned, unbanned. Like, obviously, we are not counting those as a real unban. Yeah, because they told us that like that was gonna happen, so it wasn't a real ban. This is the first time cards that were banned that were meant to be out of the game are now returning to the game.
Yep.
And we have 2. Which I think is kind of crazy. First up, blue-black Sakazuki.
Let's
as well as Cabaji.
Freaking go, dude. Oh my god.
The Dawn money spread. What is that, like $800 right now?
I think I'm sitting on 900 actually. It's
damn.
Yeah, this is nuts, dude.
And how many are you gonna sell?
I don't think I'm selling any.
Let's go.
I think it's gonna be hard to sell these. Actually, I think that the price that we're seeing is like a knee-jerk reaction to people just being like, "Oh, we gotta buy them," right? So like, I think like what's left is the ones that weren't priced at $18 to $20.
I mean, so. I said this when Moria was banned. Like the second we did the Moria ban list, our last ban list video, I was like,
yeah.
So can I have Sakazuki back? Because like, like Moria is the only reason Sakazuki was actually that crazy.
And I'm already seeing a billion test posts on Twitter about it. I'm seeing like a billion people going, it's cope. Oh, it's back. Like nobody can decide on whether if it's good or not. I think that
let's call it here. My opinion, it's gonna be like tier 2, tier 1.5 at best. But it'll be relevant. It'll be like 1 per regional top, maybe a couple of regional top.
Yeah, there will be like 1 boomer OP player that like knows how to play it. I think.
I mean, blue black is just a powerful color combination, and having a functional selection leader with it is just going to be good.
I agree. Like I was arguing this morning that like the power wasn't in that it could like bottom deck things or had access to certain cards. I mean, yes, but the power lies in the ability to just trash 1, draw 1. That's really the busted ability for this. Also,
and
the
still having
innate
built-in
attack.
reduction.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, the built-in reduction is also powerful, especially because we've removed so many reduction pieces from the game already that just having it on a stick is good, right? So
yeah, actually, you know what? That's a good point. Now that we don't have Ice Age, like the deck is worse, but the leader is better.
Yeah. It fixes a lot of the black problems that we currently have. So
oh man,
black color problems, please.
And then also we have Kabaji back from OPO2, which was banned on the release of Nami. Because it was a card designed to be in the first couple sets, and they realized, oh wait, we didn't playtest. Yeah, we can infinite this now. So but you can now play this. Oh no, you can't. It's buggy.
You can't. It's not East Blue.
Why is it not East Blue? He's literally from East Blue.
That's why they unbanned
it. Dude. Oh my god. I thought they were actually giving her like gas for the new one.
Nope.
I think you can unban it, knowing that you cannot play like Impel Out All-Stars and stuff now. I think you could actually just let Nami play half this card back.
Yeah.
For the current power level of everything else in the game.
It's hard to tell because the thing is like Kabaji has been banned literally 2 weeks after that set release, so I actually am not familiar with this card.
Well, it was banned. It was banned preemptively in the U.S. We never got it. It was banned a couple weeks into Japan. And we can't brick fist it. It was like, oh, you're gonna brick fist and just replay it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think. I mean, we have Kaya. Like like.
Yeah. I mean, it's still there, right? So
yeah.
We have Apis still. It's fine.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Like we talked about, we have no bad cards. I don't know why Kabaji's still on here. That's weird. But the current ban list will stand at Gecko Moria from OPO6. This is a pull-up card image. Why would you do that? Jinbei, Ice Age, Kingdom Come, Trafalgar Law, starter from Star Deck 10, Eni's Lobby, Sakazuki's off this list now, Great Eruption, Reject, Moby Dick, and Kabaji is also off this list now.
Yep. It's crazy because I make so many Sakazuki as banned jokes in the Kuzan video. So
which just came out today for public the same day the ban list hit.
Oh my god. So don't come for me, okay? Like
I'm a coming.
Oh my god. But this also I think this is indicative of what I think Bandai's ban philosophy is, right? If there is a card that has been released, they're not gonna ban it. Because we were calling for, I guess let's talk about this, Mike. Let's talk about what cards we thought were going to get banned.
Yeah, so going into this, I thought it was going to be UP Luffy Leader easily. If not, it would have to be Charlotte Linlin.
Yeah.
And I think that would just be a band-aid problem and not a real solution. And then, and this is also, sorry, this is my list of what I think Bandai would ban, not me if I was designing the format. Because if I was designing the format, I would just ban Gogum Giant, but I'm not. I didn't know what's going to happen. So it'd be UP Luffy, if not Charlotte Linlin, so one of those two. It would be Hody Jones, only because I think Zoro as a deck isn't as powerful as RP Law, but I do think the mechanical way it plays its game is similar to RP Law, where there is a bunch of decks it will just chokehold out of existence because of how good its interaction is. And so knowing they would not, again, me being Bandai, knowing they will not ban the new cards that are just coming out, just like they didn't ban Black Maria, they would ban Hody because it was something that they could hit in that sphere. Actually, and I will say, with this new pairing thing, I'm surprised they didn't tamp on Green Zoro by doing a pair ban of Hody and Zoro.
Yeah.
That actually shocks me a little bit. And then there was a third thing that I have been talking to people about, but I think that's really just it, being honest.
I had heard whispers about a Tempest Kick ban. And I thought to myself, that sounds plausible because it feels like Black is no longer going through like a reduction removal path, right?
Yeah.
It feels like we're doing this weird thing with like combat, or we're doing this real weird thing with like manipulating costs in a way that is a positive and not a negative, right? So it felt like signposting for like, okay, yeah, we're gonna just remove reduction completely from like a lot of stuff. But I think that the Bandai not hitting Tempest Kick is not because that they don't want to hit it. I think it's because there's so many other things that they're gonna have to hit, like that 2-cost Black Uta, like other characters and other things that
the
give
slippery slope
minus reduction. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So we're gonna like have to like what? We're gonna ban everything that gives minus reduction. So I guess that they're leaving it alone for now, right? And then yeah, I heard whispers of Hody, and then the one that I vehemently was like, they're not gonna ban it. There's no way that they ban this, right? Was Gum Gum Giant. And I knew
it just wasn't going to happen because of PRB.
It wasn't going to happen. Exactly.
It was the same thing as Moria. They'll ban it next January. Watch. They'll do the same exact shit.
It'll happen like after everybody buys PRB, after everybody buys playsets of that like Gum Gum Giant, they're going to ban it, okay? Don't do it. No, don't do it. This is my Vampire Gaming like the nega inverse of his market watch.
This is the anti-market watch.
Anti-market watch. Okay?
This is the market on watch.
Yeah. But like, and the same was for like Black Maria, right? When that set was about to get released in the West, everybody was like, oh, they're gonna ban Black Maria. I said, no, they're not gonna ban Black Maria, dude. They're probably gonna ban the leader, right? Because they want you to buy their product and not feel like when you open an alt art, you don't feel like, oh, cool, so I pulled $0. Like that's what they're like. That's part of their design philosophy and ban philosophy for cards that are coming out. So if you feel like a card is about to get banned, and you see that it's getting reprinted in some sort of capacity, try not to like sweat too much about it, I think. So
yeah, overall I think I'm intrigued. Like I said, I kind of said it up top, it's hard to tell with Bandai. I still vehemently believe that a lot of our first 2-3 ban lists were knee-jerk reactions more than they were well thought out choices, and that the explanations for them mostly are covers for lack of card design and R&D testing more than they were, guys, this was always what we kind of thought we would do, yada yada.
Yeah.
And that product wasn't involved. This again is a new avenue we're taking, and so I'm going to be optimistic that they are doing this with thought, especially with how long it took to get the list. I do like the idea now, though. I haven't been a part of like any conversations. This is like the first conversation I've had about this ban list, so maybe other people already made this joke. I like the idea that they were like, the reason that it didn't come out on finals at the finals week is because they weren't sure whether they should hit Katakuri or Linlin. They're like, just do both. This is like they were just going back and forth, and then finally like, you know what? We'll just do both, guys.
We'll just do both. This is crazy. I am overall pretty happy with this ban list, to be honest.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty. I would say this is a A- ban list.
Yeah. I think it's a solid way to address certain things without outright banning them out. I'm happy that we didn't go with a limit one.
I don't want to limit shit. I don't want to limit shit.
Yeah, if we do a limit one, like I swear to God, every single post-game press conference from everybody is gonna be like, oh, he found his one Gum Gum Giant, dude.
Well, I mean, that's just what it is. I mean, card games are already a luck thing, right? But then, like, you know, people talk about this on Moria, like, oh, just do one Moria so you can't loot Moria shit. And it's like, but then if I see my Moria and you don't, you just empirically have like an infinitely worse chance at winning, and it has no faults on your own and no skill on your opponent.
Exactly. So, I mean, like in card games like Digimon, it makes a little bit more sense to limit one because every single time you Digivolve, you draw a card, right? So you're more likely to find your one of in that type of game. So, and for like card games like Pokemon, for instance, I mean, I've been on a huge Pokemon kick, so like it's very, very easy.
We're losing him, folks. We're losing him.
Yeah, no, dude. I mean, that's the thing about this ban list is it's had everybody in like the waiting room just being like, okay, well, where do I invest my time, right? Now everybody's off to the races, right? Now we know who's available on the chopping block, or who survived the chopping block and who's available to pick. And it feels like a lot of people are backpedaling trying to get that Sakazuki horse to revive. So, you know, it's cool. I think it's cool. I'm very optimistic now because you mentioned the Eternal format. I didn't think about it from that angle before, so that's actually really
totally. That's how I see the Nami thing, the whole Nami thing. And again, while I'm optimistic about this pairing thing, that hopefully it's intentional, hopefully it's thoughtful, and it's something they really put. They're not gonna like just walk back in like a year or two. Is because I think it is a good solution for the Eternal format on top of current regulation printing.
Yeah.
Additionally, I think one that's got nice thing about this is that I feel like it reins in a lot of pain points of the current format without completely dismantling it. Less than a month before Nationals.
Yeah.
So that's really appreciated. Yeah. Overall,
UP Luffy truthers can still play UP Luffy. So
yeah,
cool.
I think it's in a really good position. There was another card. I'm really annoyed. I had 3 cards I thought were gonna get banned potentially, and I can't think of the third for some reason.
Was it a yellow card?
No, actually, let's just ban Slam Gibson. Yeah, sure. Let's just ban every good yellow removal card.
Yeah.
Just like
just remove it. Yeah.
Just to hurt you personally.
Yeah, I mean, I'm already off the color, right? Like, there's nothing I can do.
Yeah, you're red rarely pilled. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I might not be anymore.
Who knows? Who knows?
Because Sakazuki's back, so I'm like, okay, cool. So everything gets Hound Blazed. I don't want to do that.
Listen. Last time, my best event finishes with a Sakazuki. I might have to go back.
I'm currently cooking it out of spite, so
let us know in the comment section what you all think about this ban list. We got cooking to do, so we're gonna go do that, and we'll see you on the next one.